All right, 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 all right. We are here with Molten Man, round four of the boss event, and I don't remember what all the Molten Man's powers are, but we're gonna look at them as we go along, and use each character, and then hopefully it won't take too long. For the most part, I'm gonna, since we're in the lower level rounds, just use some. Well, let's use Spider-Man. Why not? Spider-Man and his amazing friends. Uh, where, where is the Human Torch? And I guess his buddy Deadpool. Why not? I'm gonna tackle on a boost, and then we'll look at Molten Man's powers. Oh, oh yeah, that's right. He does have an animation for that, so we'll see it next time when he goes through. Alright, so with each round, I believe they alternate between Molten Man and Hydra Man. So I think the next time when I do the video, it might be Hydro Man. I mean, for that particular round, I think I don't. Again, it's been a while, but Molten Man, he is a tile mover, so you have to be mindful of your matches. His volcanic eruption is 9 in red, and it says that he deals damage, and he converts 4 yellow, green, and purple tiles to red, yellow, or black. And if any of those happen to be special tiles, then it deals damage to the target for each special tile that's converted. And then you can't be sent airborne or stunned. Flaming Flood costs 6 yellow. He does damage to the enemy with the lowest health. So in this case here, it'd be the Human Torch. And if there are 9 or more team-up tiles on the board when this power is fired, then he steals help from us. And then finally, Ignatius Armor is a passive. At the start of the battle, it creates a 6-turn fortified countdown tile, which, as you can see, it's underneath the match 3 with blue. And while that's on the board, the countdown tile heals for whatever the listed health might be, and then while this tile is on the board, he takes 40% less damage from his enemies. And the first time he's taken whatever his threshold is, then he creates 2 more fortified countdown tiles, 6-turn countdown tiles. So you want to keep the damage as low as possible. Make sure you match away his protect tile or his countdown tile, so he can't do his thing. Then also deny yellow and also deny red. And now that he's taking damage, because again that's going to be cumulative, he'll create 2 more black countdown tiles. It's had no sense in us firing off Spider-Man's stun, because he can't stun anybody. There's Fire and Flood. There's Volcanic Eruption. Yeah, one. I just need one more yellow, right? For no, I can actually buy the going itself right now. Alright, now let's see here who all we have boosted. Manus, Guardians of the Galaxy, Squirrel Girl, any version of Captain America Steve Rogers, Nick Fury, and then a one-on-one battle versus Kraven Hunter. Alright, so we'll go from left to right, and we'll leave the versus node last because there's a few things that you kind of want to know about those nodes. All right. The Magnus Guardians of the Galaxy again doesn't really matter who it is at this lower level. You know, you can bring in whomever you want, but with Mantis, she's one of the newer characters that were released in the game. As you can see, I got her at 277, purple, yellow, green. She's really more of a special tile character, and you'll see what I mean once we go through her powers. And so her purple power, you are afraid, is a passive. Anytime you match or destroy enemy special tiles, she creates a one-turn purple countdown tile that stuns a random enemy for 4 turns. For 4 turns. And the second condition is if the enemy is already stunned, then they deal whatever the listed damage is instead. As that these numbers are boosted, so it's not gonna be 14. It's not gonna be almost 14,000. It'll be closer in line to like 8 or 9,000, somewhere along in there. Or it might actually be the 14,000. But anyway, it's a significant hit. Then Oversharing is 5 in yellow. It gives a chosen strike attack or projectile to the enemy team. It gives a burst of health to the ally with the lowest health. And then the second condition is if the ally happens to be a Guardian of the Galaxy, then you decrease the strength of the tile by 157 or whatever the listed damage might be. I don't know why I said 157 when that's clearly a 2 to a minimum of 1, and then at higher levels it's more health and decreasing the strength of the tile. And Divinely Sleep is the last ability. It's 8 in green. She stuns the target for 3 turns, creates a 3-turn repeater tile that stuns the enemy for 3 turns, and then gives them a burst of health. And if this tile is matched by either team, notice the emphasis is match. You can destroy the tile if you want to, and the negative effects won't kick in. But if it's matched by either team, then you deal damage to the initially targeted enemy, and you stun Mantis for 2 turns, and then additionally you can't fire this power off with another sleep tile on the board. Now, who best to really pair up Mantis with? Anyone that can give away special tiles, you know, that you don't mind giving to the enemy team. Someone like in 3-star land. Well, we got Human Torch out here, so he would be an option. Though you gotta make sure you have enough yellow after you use his black ability, because his black ability does drain yellow. So that's something you gotta keep in mind. I mean, you could do Captain America Super Soldier and saying and give away the projectile whenever his whenever his blue fizzles out, or I should say the countdown reaches zero. Black Panther, though you probably wouldn't use it with his yellow because his yellow is actually pretty positive for you anyway. His blue two-turn repeater tile, so you have an opportunity to put out special tiles on the board. Blade's another dude that creates special tiles. Same with Dakin. Captain Marvel, she does the enemy special tile, so anytime you fire off Captain Marvel's black and you match it with strike tile that she gives out, and again they'll be stunned by Captain Marvel, and if Mantis is you're afraid countdown tile happens to target them, the enemy that's asleep, that's an additional amount of damage. 5-star, well, 4-star, 4-star. Well, yeah, 4-star Hawkeye and 3-star Hawkeye definitely could be options as well, because the 5-star Hawkeye does fortification with countdown tiles. The 3-star version with his purple, you know, you put out strike tiles on the board. With Mantis' yellow, you can give those strike tiles away. If you can match them away, boom, there you go. And then his black ability also gives out enemy special tiles as well. So again, you can fuel Mantis. Psylocke is another character that you can use strike, attack, or protect. Well, strike tiles with a red and attack tiles with her black. Falcon Sam Wilson with his purple ability. 3-star Storm with her black ability. Has attack tiles, and you can use Mantis' yellow to give those away. Same with Punisher. Punisher can do attack tiles and strike tiles with his black ability, and then his green ability for strike tiles. I did mention Beast. I should have mentioned 3-star Beast as well. 3-star Beast with his blue ability creates either strike, attack, or protect tiles on blue. And then his yellow creates projectiles, though I think you probably use Mantis' yellow for healing. Wolverine, he uses strike tiles on green and the strike tiles on red whenever you fire off red. And I forgot about the Sentry too, but you wouldn't use the Sentry's yellow in this case. So that's it. I really can think of in 3 stars, but I don't think they're going to be alive long enough for us to even get a chance to use Mantis to a full capacity. Maybe with 4 stars would probably good. Like someone like, well, I don't know, Eddie Brock, he'd be useful with Mantis. Hulkbuster, because he does his thing with strike tiles. Excuse me. And then also projectiles with its blue. Polaris, because you know Polaris loves strike tiles, loves to stun people. You can see a natural synergy there. Medusa matching those attack tiles with her entanglement. Of course, Nova with his strike tiles on red and black. I know you can create some on yellow, but again, you probably want to use Mantis. Well, whatever the board is gonna dictate. Special tile users and Kate Bishop with her purple ability, Cloak and Dagger with their black ability. Not well, Professor X. Anytime you fire off a friendly power, so that's an option. But then you also gotta worry about if he's you know when he gets invisible. Can you match away those tiles that he'll potentially get strengthened to that you might give away to the enemy team. And Captain Marvel again with her black create strike tiles. Rocket and Groot obviously at the start of the battle create strike tiles. Iron Fist can create strike tiles, and I forgot about 3-star and 4-star Iron Fist and Luke Cage. Well, 3-star Iron Fist and 3-star Luke Cage. I know I just repeated myself, but both of them make strike tiles, or in the case of Iron Fist 3-star, attack tiles and strike tiles. Moon Knight, not so much. I wouldn't use Moon Knight with her because again, you got a 2/3 chance of it being either the attack tiles or the strike tiles with this purple ability, or you might get the purple ability where it's like, oh hey, you match away purple and you do extra damage. So not so much with 4-star Luke Cage though, because he wants the enemy to fire for power so he can fire his black off. Not so much with Black Panther, because again, you kind of want his yellow to be on the board. 4-star Elektra and 3-star Elektra would actually be good options too, because of their double cross, giving away enemy special tiles. Susan Storm, she'd probably be a good option with her her blue ability. I'm thinking of Yondu and his black ability. He'd be another one you could team up with Mantis, because that's a Guardians of the Galaxy affiliation. The same with Gamora. Gamora has the Guardians of the Galaxy affiliation and use her black ability to create special tiles on the board. Mr. Fantastic, you have the possibility, at least with his opportunist. I mean, imagine not opportunist. I'm thinking Mockingbird. 4-star Falcon, not so much. Jean Grey with her green, you could though. What do you prefer? A 2-turn stun that you can sort of kind of control, or doing team damage to the enemy team? Blade will be a good option, but you gotta have at least 7 red tiles on the board to get his strike tiles to activate. X-23, in order to get her benefits off, you really need 9 red and then 9 in green. 18 in green, 9 in green to fire off her Berserker Rage, and then another 9 to make sure she puts strike tiles on the board. So by the time you do that there, you get to just fire it off. Sleep a handful of times. Wasp, no, I wouldn't do Wasp because they're conflicting with yellows. Carnage would actually be a really good option since he makes attack tiles all the time. and he makes enemy attack tiles, so win-win. I mean, you could do a lock job, but again, that's really reaching. Ghost Rider, he makes attack tiles with his green and his red, so that's an option. Nico, well, you gotta have Nico out in front, and then yeah, you actually could use Nico. 'Cause I was thinking about her yellow ability, but I got Nico's purple. You can also do strike attack or projectile. So there you go. Frank the Tank, he's an option, but you know, blue, he might be a good option to use. Magic, anytime you fire off a power, there you go. Sabretooth, he gives up enemy strike tiles. And then, he does this shenanigans anytime they're matched away. Uh oh, War Machine might actually be a good option too, but it's keeping up it's getting enough red to start off the aerial assault. Karnak not so much because again the initial startup of the protect tile, and then if it's matched away, you pretty much wasted your time. Same with Drax. Like the best utilized Drax you need. It's like you kind of want multiple strike tiles or multiple countdown tiles on the board, and even though Drax does have this thing with his purple, um, letting you do damage with his with countdown tiles. I mean, that's an option, but I don't think it's going to be very reliable. Nebula with her blue, you might, but again, you're at the mercy of a repeater tile. Same way with Emma Frost, though her yellow and Mantis is yellow. That's going to be conflicting. Red Carolina Dean actually might be a good option. And yeah, you could do it with Maria Hill as well with her strike tiles. Super Scroll, that might actually be a decent option with his blue ability. Your choice of creating special tiles of attack tiles or protect tiles, based on the Fantastic Four stuff. I wouldn't pair with Scorpion because again, he only creates one strike tile and you kind of want more. Oh, Mordok could actually be a good option too with his Afterburner ability, his black ability, because he creates enemy special tiles and enemy attack tiles. So there you go. Him. Wolfsbane, because I know she does. She creates strike tiles on red. I mean, with her red ability, so that's an option. Hawkeye, he could be an option. Matching red, getting those tiles out there. Misty Knight with her blue, that can give you enemy. It can give you a chance to convert special tiles. Same way with the Red Guardian, he can create special tiles, though you gotta fire off for power. Oh yeah, Dark Beast and Kate Pride with her red ability, she can create attack tiles on the board. Oh, and Silk too. Silk with her blue and her black ability. And then 5 stars, you mainly pair up Mantis with Okoye and Immortal Hulk, and then you just laugh at teams that have Kitty Pryde and Beta Ray Bill. It's like, okay, well, one of you is getting stunned. Oh, you brought Polaris to the fight too. Okay, cool, cool. Ensue, ensuing laughter. Also too with Scarlet Witch and Colossus. Get your laughs in as well, because it's like, oh, Kitty, you wanna have a repeater tile that does damage? Okay, well, Wanda's like this here's like, well, yeah, take this here directly back into the face. And what do they care? Oh yeah, Apocalypse and Mantis. Though you want to get Apocalypse started off with his yellow, so you can increase the damage for Mantis. Null, 5-star Null would actually be a good option. 4-star Carnage would be a good option. Not so much 5-star Yelena, nah, because again you gotta wait for 9 AP to get the strike tiles, for free. And I wouldn't pair up with Electro either, because again, conflicting yellows. Okay, yeah, I'm probably wasted way too much time, figuring out characters to pair Mantis up with than actually fighting the fight. Oh, jeez. This will be one of these videos. Now match them away, Prowler. Match them. I said match them away, man. So we can do Mantis' stuff. That's the reason why I brought Doc in and Wolverine here. You're not gonna cooperate, right? Oh well. Well, this is probably going to kill him, so... Oh well. I said, because I want to knock out the Molten Man stuff out, really quickly, so... So yeah, we'll break out Iron Man 40 and, do some damage, create some protect tiles, strike tiles, fortification, all that good stuff. Alright, cool. We at least got some places where we can match away those purple tiles. That's part of the reason why I didn't want to fire off Dakin's yellow. Wolverine's green. Jeez, do I not know the powers for these characters? I guess not. Get rid of those strike tiles. And as you can see, that can be a little bit annoying, making sure that Molten Man doesn't have too many countdown tiles so he can heal himself and Is also a good case study or a good example as to why you bring in people that can heal. That sound there never gets old. Hearing Wolverine and Daken just heal. Come close to ending the fight. I probably will end the fight. I know what I should have did. Should just used chemical reaction. Anyway, like I said, I'm just strictly using 3 stars. Well, for the time being. Squirrel Girl unbeatable. So Doreen is a yellow, purple, and green user. I typically keep her at 355 because while her yellow is okay, it's not anything that I'm gonna be, you know, building a team around. So her yellow ability costs 9. It's called The Bigger They Are. She creates 3 projectiles. And they have various levels of strength depending upon how strong the person is that you target. So as you can see here, if the enemy has 80% or more health, then it'll be a lot stronger. If they're at less than 80% health, then it'll be, 90% well a minus 90 in well actually more than that there. It's 110 at least at this point here. And then you see at higher levels it increases the strength, but very rarely would you ever need to fire off her yellow ability, and +2 it ends the turn. So that's a real no-no. That's from above. This one here costs 9 as well. It does damage based on the number of attack, protect, and strike tiles the enemy has on the board. And then additional damage, as well. So you have your initial startup damage, then plus um, the plus damage for each enemy, strike, attack, and projectile they have on the board, up to 9. So again, it's a decent nuke for characters that abuse special tiles. So like if her PvP is going on and there happens to be Kitty Pride and Better Build teams, yeah, they're like, oh Jesus, Squirrel Girl. No, that is not good. And then finally, Furry Friends. This is her green active ability. It costs 11. She creates countdown tiles on the board on the color green. And each time that they take down, they do a certain amount of damage. Then when they reach 0, they do even more damage. Well, actually, hang on, I take that back. When the counter tiles reach 0, they do damage. All right. Then, but at the start of each turn, they destroy random tiles on the board, and you gain AP for the random tiles that are destroyed. See, I knew it was something I was messing up. Now, Squirrel Girl is one of those characters, that's like in that group. Okay, should I champion them? Should I not? When you're going into 3-star land, it's like, oh man, like after you've gotten you know, your Wolverines, your Daikins, your um, Iron Man 40s, your Captain Americas, your Thanos, that group there. You know, she's like in that next group. It's like, okay, well, what does she bring to the table that other folks, you know, don't bring to the table? You know, she brings a solid green that can, you know, it takes a while for it to get started, but once it does get started, it'll it'll pay dividends eventually. You know, whether it's the AP gain or you know it moving moving tiles on the board that were in troublesome spots. Again, her purple is decent, you know, but again, gotta have it against attack, protect, and strike tile users. Like if you just use it on a board that doesn't have enemy attack, protect, or strike tiles on the board, that's pretty much a waste. And then her yellow ability, again, you say if you're ever in a situation where you need to fire off her yellow ability, you probably want to think the team composition that you have, or rethink the matches that you made up to that point. Like, okay, well, I probably should have made this match here instead of that one. Things of that sort. Um, Again, you know, you pair her up with someone like a 4-star Carnage, take advantage of those enemy special tiles on the board. Um, I wouldn't pair her up with 4-star Mantis because again, the two of them would be conflicting with colors. Um, I mean, Mantis's yellow would be a little bit better, but again, you know, the two of them paired together is like, well, somebody's gotta get a special tile on the board, and you know, Mantis can't really do anything unless Squirrel Girl puts out her protectiles, and then like I said, with the protectiles with Squirrel Girl, if you have to do that there, you probably want to rethink things. Um, but anybody that really can boost, uh, that can help you generate purple and generate green. So like I said, um, might actually run with three star Thor since he actually can generate green, or well helps out with the green with his yellow ability, and I'll bring in Scarlet Witch. Hopefully the enemy will cooperate and give us some sort of special tiles that are strike, attack, and protect. If not, well, we'll just make do with what we got. Again, I probably could have just went with Thanos and just court death everything, but um, for the first day, it is gonna be super casual. Now on day day two, day three, you know, yeah, I'm gonna be going through rapid fire. Now to get a match 5. Now before I fire off her green ability, I wanna match away these greens here. Now fire off furry friends. So now we at least have 4 on the board. Seeing there goes some furry friends. Oh, don't. Well, I do want to make a match 5 match. Alright. Yeah, Reality Crush. Again, probably could have fired off Squirrel Girl's abilities, but again, not gonna do us any good. Alright. More mana shards, more electro shards, so yay me. Let's see here. I really won't. Well, let's go animal themed here. Spider-Man, Black Panther, and Squirrel Girl. I gotta say, man, that What If episode from the other night, the Thursday, or excuse me, Wednesday. Man, that there hit me in the feels. Uh, if you haven't watched it, I kind of recommend that you do. You know, what if Star Lord became Black Panther? Yeah. Probably don't want to file Black Panther's black just yet. Not until he's down to about 4,000 damage. Because I know that he's immune. What we can do is this. Create some attack tiles. And again, that's due to Black Panther's support. So yeah, it's like if you see random things happening on the board, it's supports. Get a quick heal. Well, he gets a quick heal. Oh, excuse me. It really doesn't make any sense for me to match any of projectiles with Spider-Man because we have Black Panther's repeater tile on the board, and so that makes things a little bit more inconvenienced, so to speak. Great. Alright, we are almost at a solid point to where we can actually do some damage to the AI now. For our furry friends. I probably should have did the match 5 first. Again, hindsight being 2020, you know, always look at the board first before you fire off any powers to make sure that what you're about to do isn't going to hurt anything that you're going to potentially make a matchup. So now we'll fire off battle plan and probably use an old combination that I used to use a lot in 3-star land way back in the day. Fire off battle plan into Rage of the Panther and end some fights. Alright, now we got the multiple versions of Steve Rogers. Oh boy. Alright. So to consolidate at least 2 of the versions of Steve Rogers. The 3-star and the 2-star, because they're essentially the same character. We'll consolidate the 2. And I can fire off his powers pretty quickly. Sentinel Liberty costs 19, creates would you choose 3 projectiles? I mean 3 basic tiles, convert them to yellow projectiles of pretty high strength. Essentially, if you're familiar with 2-star Magneto, how he can convert basic tiles to blue. Well, yeah, convert basic tiles to blue and then some to red, and the power something similar to that there. So you can make match 5s off of yellow, or if you just want to have strong projectiles on the board, there you go. But very rarely will you be using his yellow, if at all. The same with the 2-star version. The red ability is pretty much the same. Well, it's the exact same. The only difference is the damage numbers. So you, so his red ability, Star Spangled Avenger. It costs 11. Uh, choose a tile on the board. It converts it into a red 3-turn countdown tile. Does the damage, and then when the countdown tile reaches 0, you get back 10 AP. So essentially, if you have 12 AP, you fire off the ability, you get 10. You get 10 back when the countdown tile reaches 0. You can effectively fire it off again. And then his blue ability, Peacemaker. While it's not the exact same with the 2-star version, the minor difference is I'll explain at the end. So they both cost 12. The ability is called Peacemaker. You target any tile on the board, and just like the red ability, you can target anything from enemy attack tiles, any special tile that you can think of in the game, you can target it. And that even includes folks like what is it dude name? Dr. Octopus, like whenever you face off against the Sinister Six. So any special tile that you can think of in the game, it more or less can overwrite it, with the exception of maybe Apocalypse's tiles. I think that's like the only exception that it can't overwrite. Like it can overwrite Ultron's bomb tiles, like invisibility tiles. It can overwrite them there as well. Repeater tiles, overwrite them. All right. So that's what Captain America's red and blue can do. They can overwrite any particular tiles on the board. It's also a 3-turn countdown tile. The blue, when it reaches 0, you're refunded AP. You're refunded 10 AP for back from firing off the power. So you're not gonna be firing this here off all willy nilly. But now the slight difference between the 2-star and the 3-star version. The 2-star version doesn't have a projectile that it creates when it's done, whereas the 3-star version has a projectile that it creates when the countdown tile reaches 0. That's it. That's the only functional difference that they have. Alright, Worthy Cap. I know I actually gotta go through and read through his powers because again, he got reworked. So, and I think I used him in another video, but you know, he's here. Heavy hitter. This costs 9. It stuns a target for 3 turns, and it does damage based on the number of charge tiles you have on the board. Correct? Yep. For every charge tile on the board, like you do damage, and then you deal damage as well, and then you stun the target. So again, a combination of both the Jane Foster version of Mjolnir's hammer, and as well as the 3-star version of Captain America with his Peacemaker stun. Again, not the damage dealing part. The wind up, this costs 6. It creates a 3-turn counter tile on the board that creates charge tiles on the board. Like I said, as you can see, they create more charge tiles. Does more damage whenever the counter tile reaches 0, and then does damage anytime anybody well, the enemy team makes a match on the charge tile, and then American Hero is the passive ability. Anytime a match 4 or greater is made, Cap jumps out in front. Um, he reduces the match damage by 100%. So you might as well say he tanks the hit. Um, then he creates a 3-turn black countdown tile that converts 3 basic yellow tiles into a red charge tile. Well, 3 basic yellow tiles into a red or blue charge tile. Honestly, I think this here should have been a repeater tile, something similar to Iceman's, but well, I should say Kitty Pryde / Iceman. What I mean is, once the countdown tile, once the repeater tile reaches 0, it, you know, you can have multiple repeater tiles on the board, but it doesn't do shenanigans with Hawkeye, because that was his problem was twofold. It was like his yellow ability made it so that you couldn't make a match 4. If you made a match 4, he would jump out in front, and then he would create countdown tiles. And then with Hawkeye loving countdown tiles. Each time those countdown tiles reach 0, it gave you red and blue AP, and it would just spiral into nonsense. Whereas if it would have been just a repeater tile, you could still keep the interaction with Hawkeye. You could still, it still creates red and blue. Red and blue tiles on the board. But now, now you got to work a little bit for it. But again, that's not how the developers wanted them. So, you know, but it still would have kept in spirit with Captain America. But oh well. I'll go back to teams with 3-star Captain America in a little bit. The 4-star Captain America, pretty much. If you remember the video that we did with the introduction, the Welcome to Shield with Alligator Loki. Yeah, anybody that could create charge tiles. If you create charge tiles, yeah, pair him up with Captain America, Steve Rogers. So, everybody from your Jubilees to your Alligator Lokis to not necessarily Jane Foster Thor, because you're going to be conflicting with Blue for sure. But you get the idea. Anybody that can make charge tiles. With 2-star and 3-star Cap, Iron Man 40. That's your best bet. Get Iron Man 40, collect six yellow, fire off recharge, and then have yourself a merry old time just stun locking people or bashing people in the faces with shields. Win, win, win. Now, Captain America is one of only a handful of characters that happens to have 2 variations in 5-star land. One of the other ones happens to be Spider-Man. I guess with the Wolverine title with Doc and an Old Man Logan, but we're not gonna count those. But the first Captain America that was released was Captain America Steve Rogers, him alongside with Iron Man Mark 46 during the whole Civil War thing. Again, keeping with the Captain America motif, with him having at least red, yellow, and blue as his colors. Earth's Mightiest Heroes, well, I should say this. This Captain America actually had had a rework. This was just making sure that his powers were a little bit cheaper and they did a little bit more damage. You know, they were more in line. Because Earth's Mightiest Heroes originally, I think this here actually cost a little bit more and did less things, but whatever. Well, this version of Earth's Mightiest Heroes costs 10, and then random things happen on the board. You have Scarlet Witch stunning someone, Winter Soldier with some sort of well, okay, Hawkeye stuns, Falcon creates projectiles, Scarlet Witch destroys some number of tiles on the board, and Winter Soldier creates critical tiles. Like I said, all this here just happens, not necessarily randomly, but the person who is in front, they will be the thing that is stunned. All right, that's the thing that you really need to know. Like somebody in front is going to be stunned. There's going to be a critical tile that's going to be made. A protect tile to be made, and an attack tile to be made. Or no, it's just a protect tile. I don't know where I'm getting the attack tile being made from. And some board destruction. Alright. Shield Bash. This costs 11. Cap fires his shield off. It creates a 2-turn red countdown tile that generates 7 AP in his team's strongest color. And then for each member of Team Cap that's on his team, the AP generated is increased by 2. So if you fire this power off and you happen to have this version of Captain America as your strongest member on the team, then it'll gain AP in the color yellow. Or if you happen to have Okoye on the team, it'll generate AP in the color black. And then, you know, for each Team Cap member on his team, increase it by 2. And if you want to know about team affiliations, you just hit the stats and more, and they'll list your team affiliations here. And there's Team Cap. Again, there's too many members of Team Cap and Team Iron Man to list, so on your own time, just go into stats and more, click on the option, and then see about Team Cap. And then coordinated offensive, this is the one I was thinking about attack tiles, this power here. So this costs 7 blue, it deals damage to the target, and then for every strike, attack, attack tile that's on the board up to a max of 8. It deals additional damage and then destroys 1 enemy AP in a random color. And again, increase damage for everything. I typically leave him at 3-5-5. Like, I'm very seldom run him at all because, as you can see, he's really a baby champion at 450. Anybody that can create strike, attack, protect tiles, you can take advantage of the coordinated offensive. Anybody that can generate red, so you can use his shield bash effectively. And then, well, he'll self-generate yellow. Again, if he's gonna be your primary attacker. So again, Iron Man 40. You can even run Beta Ray Bill, like if you really want to put the pressure on with the blue and whatnot. I mean, again, that's the thought, but I really wouldn't run battery build. But you got options. Not so much Nick Fury. I mean, you could use Apocalypse, though. Apocalypse would be really doing the hard work. Same with Colossus. Colossus would be doing all the hard work. Though you might have a better, though with Cap you have a little bit better of a yellow outlet. Obviously 5-star Thor with half health. He'll fuel off both Cap's yellow and his red. So that's an option. Not so much Okoye, because again, Okoye will be doing all the hard work, and you really won't have a black outlet after you fire off Shield Bash. So, that's a thing to keep in mind. Not so much 5-star Gambit though, because the 5-star Gambit, you really can't fire off Cap's red, which that's a bummer. God of Doom and Captain America, that might be a wash. Noah might actually be a decent option because he creates strike tiles. Cap wants strike tiles with coordinated offensive, so that's an option. And same with Carnage. Him and Rescue might be conflicting with colors. Again, I'm just keeping the 5-star strictly with 5 stars for the time being. 3 stars and 4 stars, we must pair him with whoever, and then the MVP for this event here. If you have Captain America Infinity War, man, these were the one-on-one fights, man. He's gonna be your MVP. Alright, his rope-a-dope is in normal situations, how rope-a-dope works, this costs I think it's 9 AP if I'm not mistaken. 8, my bad. Okay, so it's 8 AP. Cap does damage to non-target enemies. So again, think 4-star Riri Williams. That's essentially what his rope-a-dope is. 4-star Riri Williams. And then if you have only one person remaining in the fight, then the power becomes Coup De Grace. Coup De Grace costs 10 red AP. It deals damage to the target, and then it drains whatever AP pools that you have to do even more damage. So you see here, this is the listed damage, and then like if you have, imagine if you have 10 AP in every pool, and team up, and blue, yellow, red, green, all that there. Yeah, you're gonna be doing. You essentially just one-shotted whomever it is. All right, Man Without a Country. This is his purple power. As you notice, or as you can see, this version of Cap doesn't have any blues because again, America. Nah, I'm a man without a country. So this here costs 6 in purple. You select a color, or you select a basic tile, and then whatever color that you select, the enemy team gets that AP pool drained. I'm trying to remember how much it's drained by. Okay, so you destroy 6 AP and that tile's color, and it creates a 5-turn countdown tile. While as long as that's on the board, the enemy team can't fire out for power in that color. Again, this was supposed to be a counter to 5-star Gambit, but the problem was 5-star Gambit uh, overwrote countdown tiles. So you can see, yeah, that was a big problem. And then finally, on your feet soldier, this costs 15. Uh, Cap gives well, he revives an ally who's been downed in the fight, and then gives them a burst of health. Again, the burst of health really doesn't matter how much, but once the fight is over with, they essentially have one hit point. All right. Now, Infinity War Cap, again, like he can just be chilling out in the background. Like he's like really your support dude. Like if you need to pick apart some AP, this is your guy that you want to use. All right, like you can chill out in the background with a Mortal Hulk and a Koye, and be like, okay, well, hey, you know, Colossus is about to do his thing with his black ability. Nah, man. Now let me get that AP. Let me get that black AP from you, man. Or Apocalypse is about to fire off his power. Nah, man. Let me get that black AP, or let me get that red AP from you, man. Don't even think about activating your powers no time soon, dog. You know, or even really against 5-star Thor, like if he's got his yellow locked and loaded, or his green locked and loaded. Nah, man, I think I'm gonna need 6 of that AP, man. And he said, while these tiles are on the board, don't even think about finding your powers, dude. But again, it's like as using him as somebody as the primary damage dealer on your team, I wouldn't really use him as your damage dealer, more as a support dude. And so that way you can sort of kind of control the board and do damage with whatever you need to see fit with. But then once you have enough red for the coup de grace, that's a finishing blow. But again, we're gonna keep it very simple. We're just gonna we're just using our 3 stars. I'll break out with Blade. Why not? And I gotta do my my PvP stuff too. Oh boy. Okay, I'll have enough time to finish off my PvP, so I'm not really pressed for time. I haven't even started the Daredevil PvP. I know I'll be using a lot of Carnage and a lot of Havoc, so I mean, also too, in one of the updates they've added, or I should say they renamed the Thug's power to Cheap Shot. So that's I guess a solid update, I guess. Make sure we have enough yellow on the board. Alright. Well, I know we're gonna have plenty of red. I already know that because of Iron Man. Alright. Now Iron Man, do your thing. Boom. 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 And see, now I have enough red AP to fire that off. And then if the fight would have continued on, you know, I could have stunned the Don, then made sure I had enough red AP to continue on doing my thing. So let's keep them active here. Again, just match away till you get enough yellow. Then we get Blade. Let Blade do his thing. Get those strike tiles because of the support we have on Iron Man. Now again, will we be able to stun? No, we won't. But the thing we can do, we can inflict a bit of damage to the Molten Man. Now you see, I can select the countdown tile, and now that bad boy there had just become fortified. Now again, I can do the same thing with Peacemaker. Now, boom, that's fortified. Even though, yeah, he can't be stunned, now my tiles are fortified. See, and now it takes 2 turns to get rid of those tiles. Oh no, you converted one of my tiles. Whatever shall I do? Star-Spangled Avenger kicks in, Peacemaker kicks in, let's try to protect tile, and then I could do it again. You fire up Star-Spangled Avenger, boom. But instead, I'm going to fire off Unibeam. Oh man, I didn't realize it was going to be a 2-hour video. Or an hour and a half at least, jeez. Alright, Nick Fury. Director of S.H.I.E.L.D. But again, these are those deep breakdown videos, so I kinda expect them to run a little long. Alright, so he's a yellow, purple, and blue user, not in that particular order. He's had a rework. In the past, his yellow ability required you to have AP in certain AP pools in order to get the certain conditions off. Like you needed 5 red to do Captain America's thing. You needed 5 blue to do Black Widow's thing, which was stun. You needed 5 in green to do whatever it was that the Hulk did. I think that was destroy some tiles on the board. You needed, I think here's something in purple. You needed 5 in purple for Hawkeye to create critical tiles on the board. But now, instead of it costing 12 and then you needing AP in different colors, that sounds kind of familiar, like 5-star Deadpool. But now you just need 10 in yellow, and then you do random Avengers things, whether it's creating critical tiles, stunning somebody, doing some sort of damage, whatever the case might be. I'll go in and give you the official thing. All right. So Iron Man creates a protect tile. Hawkeye creates a critical tile. Hulk does a little bit of ward shake. Captain America does some damage, or I should say, Captain America creates a projectile. Iron Man does damage. Uh, Thor shakes up. I mean Thor. Hulk shakes up the board. Hawkeye creates a critical tile, and then critical tiles, and then Black Widow stuns somebody. I think I'm trying to remember was the stun random or not. But whatever the case is, this power is similar to Power Star Captain America, or I should say the um direct inspiration of it. There you go. Demolition. This costs 10, and no, the axe and smash are not here to cause destruction. There is no demolition decapitation. There's no guys pulling off masks with face paint. None of that there. No Rick Derringer, playing an awesome 80s riff. Sorry, I had to go there. But anyway, demolition. This costs 10, and this was one of the first powers that introduced trap tiles into the game. So it creates 6 trap tiles on the board that are on random tiles. If we match away the trap tiles, it does a little bit of damage to whomever we have targeted. If the enemy team matches the trap tiles, all the trap tiles are removed from the board, and they get dealt a large lump sum of damage. As a matter of fact, okay, it's 7 tiles, so I was 1 short. So as you see, we deal, at least with my level, 3185 damage for each trap tile that we match. If the computer matches them, they're dealt 6370 for each trap tile that's on the board. So if they happen to match a trap tile and all 7 trap tiles are on the board, yeah, that's gonna wipe somebody out. So it'll go like the trap tiles it'll take out the first person, no problem. So think Deadpool's countdown for what? Like, if you want to know how demolition works, think Deadpool's countdown for what? Like, if you happen to match all the trap tiles, all the countdown for what tiles, all sequentially, that's what demolition does. Except it's trap tiles. And then finally, escape plan. This costs 11. Fury does damage to the target, then he creates a 3-turn countdown tile that when it reaches 0, it creates a strike tile, and then steals AP from the enemy's strongest color, or it might be a random color, I forget. Okay, so it is the strongest color. Okay, so 2-turn countdown tile, steals AP from the strongest color, and then creates a strike tile. See? And typically I leave him at 553 because, again, I like stuns, I like critical tiles, I like doing massive amounts of damage. Demolition, again, it can be very nasty, or it can be very, very tragic, depending upon how the board is and the escape plan. It's too random for my liking. Like, the projectile could be, the countdown tile could be placed on a tile that's easily matched away, or it could be on a tile that can't be matched away. They're too random for my liking. As far as Fury goes, people used to pair him up with Coulson because, again, you want, excuse me, because Coulson can speed up countdown tiles. Fury's purple was a countdown tile, but you know you could do swappage with Coulson's purple to get more yellow or more blue to activate the demolition. So that's a thing. What else did we used to pair Fury up with in 4-star land? That was a thing. Again, we used to pair him up with X-Force Wolverine and Carol Danvers, but again, that was because they were like the only. I mean, not Carol Danvers, Jane Foster Thor and Invisible Woman, because at the time they were like the only 4-stars in the game. And Fury was, excuse me, voice crack. I'm almost 30-something years old. I'm getting a voice crack. Jeez. But Fury was actually one of those characters that you could only win from the season mode with your alliance. Like if you were a top finisher, yeah, Nick Fury was the reward. So yeah, Marvel Puzzle Quest back in the day, it was the wild, wild west. But pretty much anybody that can boost yellow, anybody that can give you blue and purple, you know, that's who you want to pair up with Fury. Again, all of his shield agents, you know, whether it's Quake or Mockingbird, or even, you know, 3-star, 4-star, 5-star Hawkeye, or Agent Coulson, or technically Invisible Woman. She's technically an agent of Shield. Technically, as I know they don't have her listed as such on here, but yeah, she's actually an agent of Shield too. One of her original comics up in the game was actually her on the front cover with the Shield name. So yeah. Here with Fury, I don't know. I guess we will pair him up with his Agents of Shield. Since I said Invisible Woman, and I'll do Captain Marvel as well, because the whole lore thing. And this is probably not going to be the best use of Nick Fury, because, well, mutation, horror, and all of them not gonna stay alive long enough for him to use his trap tile. Yeah, well, the beautiful thing is, yeah, Carol will be able to do her thing. Again, I don't expect you to be stunned, dude. Yeah, and as you can see, yeah, that's the power of Nick Fury's Avengers Assemble. Now again, granted, he is super boosted, so again, your experiences may not be the same like mine. Now finally, the versus node, the one-on-one nodes. Now I know I'll be talking about these here more as the fights go on and on throughout the weekend. But at least with the easier ones, you know, you have, so you can throw in anybody. But the ones that get more difficult with oh my goodness, characters like Venom and I'm blanking out right now. Green Goblin and oh, excuse me, and maybe even Molten Man and Hydro Man, like those there are super annoying because you can't bring in a team of three. You gotta bring in one person, and I'll give you two strategies that you can use. Again, they're not going to be foolproof, but it'll be frustration proof, and that's what we always are here for, to reduce the amount of frustration, not to make it foolproof, because again, there are going to be situations in the game where you can make every match right and you still lose. All right, Craven the Hunter, black, purple, blue user. His black ability, um, it destroys AP in our strongest color and Craven's strongest color. It does damage based on the amount of AP that we have, that both of us have in our strongest colors. So you gotta be mindful of your AP when fighting Craven. His purple ability, anytime we have at least four or more uh, strike, attack, or protect tiles on the board, Craven will do damage to us, reduce the strength of our strike, attack, or protect tiles by a certain amount. Then until they get down to the level of 1. So essentially, he does the reverse Kitty Pride. Instead of amplifying the strength of tiles that Kitty does, he regresses it. And then finally, his blue ability. I'm trying to remember, this cost. Is it 9, or is this another one of those 10 abilities? I'll look and see what it is in the fight. But it creates a trap tile, steals AP. If it's matched away, the trap tile is matched away, then it creates basic tiles in our strongest color, or I think it's Craven's strongest color. I'll double check it and see. Now again, one-on-one situations, anybody that has invisibility, that's gonna be um, frustration proof. So someone like Miles Morales, say he'll be great in a fight like this here. Someone like God Emperor Doom, who heals anytime the enemy matches blue or black or yellow, that he'll help. Someone like 5-star Daredevil, so once he gets down to 50% health, he creates strike tiles. Anytime there's a strike tile on the board, he heals for, a certain amount. A temp healer like Carnage, with his red ability, that'll help you out. Someone like Onslaught, he can go invisible with his astral projection purple ability. You get 7 purple there, he can turn invisible. Alright. Not so much here with Agent Venom, because he turns allies invisible. Alright. Someone like a Vulture, 4-star Vulture, who can send himself airborne. He might be a benefit. Though in later levels, his health pool might not be good enough to sustain the damage. You obviously can't bring stunners into the fight, so no Iceman, no Bishop, no Polaris, no one that can stun. Like 3-star Captain America, can't bring him in. Professor X, he would work. Yellow Jacket, he would work. Invisible Woman, she would work. I'm trying to think of any other people that can go to have invincibility. Amadeus Cho, he could probably help. Ghost Rider, Johnny Blaze, he can work with his pen and stare, get 10 black, boom. Because by then, you would hope that the enemy's done enough damage to you. America Chavez, she could help. Colossus, he could help because he reduces the amount of damage that's done to you. Scarlet Witch, she's another one because of her repeater time. Like I said, Captain America, Infinity War, again, his Coup De Grace, get 10 in red, and pretty much you win. So remember, invincibility or invisibility, and anybody that can heal off any damage is always going to be your best bet. Like Cloak and Dagger would be another good option as well. Here, since this is very simple, I will bring in not Spider-Man 2099, even though I could. Let's bring in Thor. I know we used Thor once before, but he's one of my favorite 3 stars in the game. So again, I didn't say he's the best, I say he's my favorite, one of my favorites. Oh, the most dangerous game. That's what I was looking at. Okay, so I almost forgot. So this is 10 blue. Creates a trap tile, like I said. Steals 1 AP in a random color each turn, and then when the trap tile is matched, converts 3 basic tiles into black, which is his strongest color, and then deals damage. All right. I said I always forget that with 100 plus characters in the game, you're not gonna remember every ability in the game. It's impossible for that. There are gonna be some abilities that are, that leak through the cracks, and like, oh well, this power here should have said this, whatever. Oh man, been talking too much. Finally. Yeah, well, let's use Quicksilver. Let's use Punisher, since I've been reading Punisher Max. And I don't know, the Hood. Why not? I don't, at this point in time here, don't really care about whether or not, if the team has synergy or whatever, to just trying to quickly get these matches done, or not necessarily, I mean, well, get them done, but at the same time too, at these lower levels, it's not gonna be anything worth fretting over. Cool, because Hood's about to steal some green AP. Get the match 5. Add some strike tiles on the board. Now all we're trying to do, we're just trying to get Molten Man down to the 40% threshold. That is all we want. Alright. Alright, let's see here. I don't want to do Molotov cocktail, but we can shift the border a little bit. Seeing how that gets that team up tile a little bit further away. We can pop off Fist of Fury real quick. Alright, now Molten Man, you should be... Oh, well, we got two ways to finish you off. Let's see here. Your original health was what? Okay, hang on, I gotta do some calculations. Whoops. 13 is 2 divided by... Whoops. 2 times... That's what it was, not divided by... Ah, man, that just, look, I just missed the 40% threshold. Like it's not gonna put him out of commission. I probably could have just went with twin pistols and finished him off, but now I know he's at 40%, so boom. Yeah, that's all I wanted to do. Use Punisher's Retribution, because I hadn't seen it in a while. All right, that'll do it for day one. So let's see here. So I'll have whatever the next time I record, I'll have the next rounds up. If there's anybody that I didn't go in detail with, you know, I'll make sure to go in detail with that. Probably won't have any animations on. Hopefully I can, you know, speed through it a lot quicker with the vocals and whatnot. So yeah, so hopefully this will help you with the first 4 rounds with this here. Again, make sure you're in a good alliance. You're recording out all your information. You're telling, you know, your alliance accurate stats so that they know, you know, how much is left in the tart, you know, and in each particular round, making sure that everybody's, you know, helping each other out. Like if you got guys or gals who may not have the best roster up in the game, you know, you might want to, you know, encourage them a little bit, or you might want to take a little bit more initiative and, you know, play a little bit later, or you know, play some rounds that you might not normally play at, or whatever the case might be. So yeah, let me go ahead and turn these character effects off. I don't care about karaoke right now. I had to do blind justice, finish off my shield, do all that there. So post this here up on YouTube. One of the times you guys see this here, it will be up on YouTube. That's it. Blind justice for me. Next day will be round whatever for my team. Yeah. So you guys have a good one, and remember, water and fire, sometimes they may not mix, but the after effects of the destruction of both can create something beautiful. You know, just a thought.